Hello everyone, I'm Shanaz Malik and you're watching Data Analytics Professionals, and let's quickly jump into today's lecture topic. Now, as all of you could see that today's lecture topic is about advanced imputation techniques for categorical data, and this lecture will be particularly we will discuss and implement ordinal encoding. Please remember this is lecture number 38 in our series which is on AWS and machine learning. Now, there are many ways we can encode these categorical variables as numbers and use them in our machine learning algorithms. And I will mention as many as I have tried and tested, from basic to more advanced ones. Remember, we could achieve this conversion by the following ways. And in this lecture, we will discuss how to implement, ordinal encoding. So these are methods we could use. Well, mostly, people pick ordinal encoding, label encoding, and one-hot encoding is really famous, but each has their yeah, pros and cons. But let's discuss in this lecture ordinal encoding. I suggest, if you haven't watched my previous lecture, a few lectures whereby I have started talking about, imputation techniques and especially on categorical data, I suggest to watch each of them and then come here if you are new to this subject. But if you know what you are doing, you are happy to move from here. You can connect from here. But if you face any difficulties, please refer to my previous lectures. Uh, as I have started this series from scratch and trying to build on the knowledge which I share in each lecture. Now, remember, some categorical features are ordinal in behavior. Such features have natural ordered categories, and the distances between the categories may not be known. As discussed in previous lecture, ordinal means that possess some order, and in such case, we could provide ranks to that particular category. Okay, we can handle such features through ordinal encoding. Some commonly encountered examples are as, for example, you can see excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, bad. This might be an example of categorical feature, or maybe very hot, hot, warm, cold, another example. And in education, for example, preschool, elementary, junior, middle school, high school, undergraduate school, graduate school, and so on. And maybe, in schools, grades are given as grade A, B, C, and F, where F stands for fail and A stands for excellent grade. So and B maybe, good, and C might be maybe satisfactory, something like that. Um, and also, like, strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. These are some of the examples I have shown you in this previous lecture as well. But just reminding all of you, if somebody is just catching from this lecture. Now, an ordinal encoding values, an ordinal encoding involves mapping each unique category label to an integer. As such, it is sometimes referred to simply as an integer encoding. This type of encoding is really only appropriate if there is a known relationship between the categories. Now, this is action time, and let's open our Jupyter notebook and learn by performing the tasks in our hand. I think I should first expand it to full screen so that the mobile users have better view of what I'm doing. So okay, so this is my Jupyter notebook. As I have mentioned several times, we could perform the same task within AWS. I have already shown in one of in few videos, in previous videos, where I have actually shown how to go into AWS and create these Jupyter notebooks there and then work. But in this lecture I'm just using my Anaconda and installation and doing it on my own PC. We can do same thing within AWS. All you have to do and just go and create the notebook and and maybe uh, see my code and try. Or if you really don't want to write, you can go onto my GitHub account and download and pull this notebook, which means download. Okay, and once you pull this notebook, then you can basically use it. And I have also shown how to pull my notebooks from GitHub. Okay, now here this cell is simple. This is heading, then this is telling us about what this lecture is. This is giving us the link, okay, about GitHub link, my GitHub link. And then here it is setting the Jupyter notebook width to 100%. Let's execute. If I run this, now you see it's fully, now I can use my full screen. Then this is just a cover. I'm using image from ipython.display, and if I do this, and then if you see, I am just bringing a cover of that, is my work. Now, data acquisition, you go, I've said this in previous many times, actually reminded all of you and explained that in Numpy and Pandas, these are just data analysis, data wrangling um, um, libraries that we use. And in this case I'm using pandas underscore read. I'm using read underscore csv from pandas and connecting to my, if you see, data folder, and inside that I have weather dot csv file which I'm interested in, and I know that there's a date field, and I am parsing that field, and I'm using date as an index column. So I'm getting data frame here. Let's get this, and I'm executing it. So if you see, it's at the moment doing its work. I'm not going to explain this all. Here I will be taking the sample and checking is everything okay, what's inside my database. And in here df.info, I am going to print a concise summary of a data frame, and which will include index data type and column data type, not null values, and memory usage. Okay, so let's move on first into this line. I run this. If you see, here is the sample. So this is what is a sample? It's not heading. I'm taking a random sample out of it with 10 observations. And now if you see, here is the date, which I have requested should be as index underscore column. But here are other features like day. Okay, day, Thursday, Monday. Okay, if you go and check this date, this will be Thursday, and if you check this date, this will be Monday. Then there are some forecasts, and this is just I have just created this um, data for you guys. So uh, you know just to give you a real idea. For example, if you go on some weather website, you will see a date, and then that date will have a day. And if you don't have a day, this column, we can create it from here. That's not a problem. But if it's given, that's great. Then maybe the weather, um, weather companies are giving you some forecasting is going to be sunny or sunny intervals, or light clouds, and so on. And what will be this wind, gentle breeze, fresh breeze, and breeze, stuff like that. Okay, so So this is possibility. This is a possibility. You can have many more columns, and I'm not interested now at the moment to make it complex. And let's get to the root of this lecture. Okay. So then I'm just using info function on my data frame. And what info does, it gives me a concise summary, okay, as I have already said, which includes index date, index and column data types, non-null values, and memory usage. If you can see here, it is day is 31. And first of all, you see 31 entries I have there, so I have all healthy. Everything is healthy here. It looks at least healthy by now. And if you see, this is a data frame from Pandas, and entries are from this to this, which means a complete month, complete May month. And this is these are three. These are columns, features: day feature, forecast feature, wind feature, and okay, I have data types, objects 3. Okay, so memory usage so much. So I'm this is general. Now here is the meat of this lecture. So what I am going to do, I want to see, this is a categorical variable. Okay, a is a categorical variable, and forecast is a categorical variable, and wind is, I have given you a data set. There might be other features here which might be numeric, and we are not interested in all that. What I'm interested in to show you how ordinal encoding is is performed. Now if you see, for example, Monday comes first, and for example, if we start a week from Monday, then Monday comes first before Tuesday. Okay, and Tuesday comes Monday comes after Tuesday, and Tuesday comes after Wednesday, Wednesday comes after Thursday, Thursday comes after Friday, and so on. And if you understand here, there is some kind of order, okay, in this categorical variable. We could say that there is a particular order, because and 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 we know, if we say for example Monday, and it is coming after Sunday, so there is kind of an order. Okay, and for example, sunny intervals, and light clouds, and there is kind of also, so sunny kind of say no, this is also a categorical variable. Okay, we might be having, we could have a discussion here: is this with some order or not? Is there any order here or not? uh, but if we consider that there is an order for in this lecture, if we take it as we have order of, like, light clouds, um, light clouds, or for example, uh, show that there are some clouds in the sky, and while as sunny shows that there is a clear sky, and sunny intervals show that there might be some passing clouds. Okay, so there is kind of also. So if this is sunny, it means there is no clouds. There is kind of a relation, and kind of you know is there an order? It is a kind of we could discuss this, but here surely we have order. And here, for example, gentle breeze, fresh breeze. So you could say, for example, here, um, you know fresh breeze, or at the beginning of the breeze, and then if there are some slow breeze, then you say that it's a gentle breeze. And if there is a little bit of more breeze, a good breezy day, then we can say breeze. So, and that will show us this kind of how far we have wind in a particular day, on the particular day. Okay, so let's kind of take this example and see what we could do here. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I'm taking creating a dictionary to map a day feature with a number. Now if you see what I'm doing, I'm creating a dictionary named as forecast underscore map, and here is the dictionary symbol starting. Now key is, if you see Monday, I'm saying Monday, take it as value is 1, Tuesday value is 2, Wednesday value 3, and so on. And again, I'm creating another dictionary whereby I'm saying light clouds 1, clouds 2, sunny intervals 3, and sunny 4. And same, yeah, I'm doing it for here I'm doing it for forecast feature, okay, and encoding, I'm doing it for forecast feature. But here I am doing it for wind feature, and it's the same thing. If you understood the first thing, same thing is here. If you if you say no, this if you say, for example, if you understood this, you will understand these both too as well. Now create so and create a day, it's not an. So here create a day ordinal, a day underscore ordinal, okay, ordinal number feature from the categorical feature day. So what I'm just doing now here, I am taking my data frame, and I am using day feature, okay, and from here I'm mapping I'm using map function, and then I'm using my dictionary which I have created. If you see at the top somewhere for, um, okay, so this is, sorry, this is my mistake, this is not forecast, this is day. Might have been thinking something. So this is day feature, this is forecast feature, and this is print feature. Okay, I have to save it. So I'm using this, you see this dictionary here, here, okay, day underscore map. So I'm giving this dictionary, I'm saying can you map it to the day dot df dot day. Okay, now if you and then I'm storing it in a separate column, a new column which is day underscore ordinal. Okay, now if you, and I'm doing same for yeah, creating forecast underscore ordinal feature using the same technique, just providing a different dictionary which is my forecast underscore map. Okay, here is forecast underscore map. Now if you see, and here it is, I'm doing same for wind underscore map, and I'm creating a separate feature wind underscore ordinal. And then once I'm doing so, I'm just printing the top 15 rows of my data, so of my data frame. So let's run this, and here it is. So we had this data set before, but after we perform this ordinal encoding here, okay, after we performed ordinal encoding in this line number 6, and this is what we get now. Now if you see, this has remained as it is, as it is, as it is, but now Friday, or day ordinal, it is 5, because I started from Monday. So Monday I gave 1, and to Friday I gave 5. So I encoded Friday as 5. So if you see, Friday was encoded as 5, right? See, so wherever there is no Friday, there will be 5, and where there is Thursday, there will be 4, and so on. So if you see, Friday 5, Saturday 6, Sunday 7, Monday 1. So we created this feature from this feature. We created day underscore ordinal from day feature. And same thing, we created forecast in the same way. We created forecast underscore ordinal from forecast feature. Okay, if you see light clouds 1, let's see light clouds, what we have, light clouds 1, and so on. And same thing goes for wind ordinal. We created this wind ordinal from this wind feature. Okay, so if you see, breeze is 4, breeze is 4. So let's see, breeze 4, okay, and so on. So this is the way, and this is how you do how you do ordinal encoding. And I hope this is simple. If there are any questions arising from this lecture, please do comment, and send your comments, send your questions through comment, and I will do my best to reply as quickly as I could. um, Now, with this, it is time to say that if you like this lecture, then there's a humble request. Please read it, and if you put action on it, it will be helpful and support you.